Welcome to day 29 of Era of Chaos. This is the end of the day, and I wanted to go through a VIP0 account, how it's working. Obviously it's tempted to upgrade to at least VIP3, but actually VIP0 was the original goal, so I'm sticking to it so that I can show you what it exactly means to stay on VIP0. Maybe at another time I'm gonna launch a VIP3 Plus account, or maybe a higher spender account. So here you could see at the beginning that I was defeated again from my castle. What's happening is that if you go to the guild, and inside the guild you go to the castle, here it is, you see you get defeated from time to time. So this happens. Why does this happen? Obviously when you defeat another player you get multiple things. Number one is that you get some extra goodies to level up your units, and number two, more importantly, you have certain goals that give you XP. So for this reason the stronger opponents keep on wandering around and just give you a hard time by defeating you. By occupying some of these cities you get diamonds. I think 6 diamonds an hour, during the weekend it's 12. So during the weekend the strongest guild usually starts a rampage, in the sense that they just don't let others do much in terms of earning diamonds. And obviously the Dragon Utopia is even worse, in a sense that it provides 24 diamonds an hour, and usually the strongest guild can keep the Dragon Utopia. So once again I'm going back. So let's see, I'm going to the underground, here it is. Now in the underground you can see this Dragon Utopia. This is only available during the weekend, 24 gold. The number one guide of this server made a huge mistake 2 weeks ago, because I was occupying the Dragon Utopia with my second best guild for majority of the 2 days. I have no idea how this could happen, but they just didn't care about it at all. Now last week they were quite possessive. They hardly let me occupy this city for multiple hours. So what was interesting is that I had some other computer related things to do, and in the meantime I could just see it on my second monitor what was going on, and sometimes I was just seeing live how I'm defeated, and then I waited until they went back to their own castle and I reoccupied my castle again. But these are the fun games that you can expect. Now friends, obviously get as many friends and cross-server friends as well as you can. You can request more people, and here as well you can refresh and so on. Why is this important? I can still claim 4 energy out of 60 today, so I still don't have enough friends. So you go to the chat and you go cross-server. Oh, and just like this, add. Or add please, that works too. That works. And then they will add me. So, and you can start clicking like people. Have I added him? Not sure. Let's see who else. Add please. Yeah. Have I done this already? Good. Yeah, already in the friends list. Okay. Then this is what you can do. 60 energy a day. It's it's more than nothing. Then on Mondays and Thursdays, and this is why I'm recording this video on Thursday, you have this dragon event. You see that the game is kind of rigged, because some people, and right now I'm 3rd in the guild out of 5 who tried at all. There are a lot more guilds, but 5 tried. So some people deal millions of damage, while I deal like not much. I'm 13th with 1.06 million. And there is someone with 4 billion, you know. So there is a huge gap. And this gap is quite hard to explain. Now I forgot to claim my rewards, that was bad on me. But we have to try this like 3 times. Now, this is the dragon part. Let's see the leaderboards, that's the most important part of the whole thing. So right now I'm 11th, and I was positively surprised with how the account developed. Positively surprised and negatively surprised at the same time. So now it's not a question for me that I can stay in the top 10 or near the top 10. This was a conscious choice on my end to drop back. 11, 12 and so on in terms of power. Because what I saw was that a lot of the power that I accumulated could be interpreted as semi-fake power. Not exactly fake power because they are kind of useful, but that type of power is not gonna bring me ahead in the short run. Why is that? Let's look at my formation. So I have Dendroid, I have archers and wood elves, and because of Geru they are upgraded. So you see the synergy that because of Geru we have these 2 units, 4 stars. And I still have the paladin only in 3 stars. I would love him to be in 6 stars, but it's a long way. And given the archers, I also have an orc that's still that's a ranged unit. I have this berserker in the back row just because he's 3 stars. I have the psychic elemental, and I also have the pit fiend for healing plus attack. So you see I have 3 attackers, I have 3 ranged units and 2 defenders. And these are just default units. There is not even a commander in there. Most of the opponents are running commanders right now. If you check my formation, you can see what's going on. So I exploited the fact that I could place the berserker in the back row. This is an exception for attackers. But I don't even have any chargers at the moment in the top 8. Because my 9th strongest unit and the 10th as well are defenders. I don't need more defenders unless I go for a 4 defense option, but that can be broken through quite easily too. And then I have another archer and then other attackers, so I'm a bit out of balance, even though I have silver plus 3 units. And then I have another defender that I could train. So this is one problem. The second problem that I'm facing in the short run is a lack of synergy. Because you see that right now I have 2 castle units, the archer and the paladin, even though you would not recognize the archer as a beginner, you know. I'll show you that it's an archer actually. I'll put back Catherine.
Follow me to
See, it's an archer. But with Geru they are upgraded. That's why I have both units. So this is castle. And then I have 1 conflux unit. Then I have also the psychic elemental, 1 inferno unit. This unit as well in stronghold. And also this unit in stronghold, so I have at least 2 stronghold units, 2 castle units, and 2 rampart units. So 2, 2, 2, and then 1, 1. So I could expand in multiple ways. But this expansion could require me to specialize on some level. Now, how can I specialize? There are multiple options. The best way to see what specialization options exist is the barracks. So you see that I missed out on the angel. Sooner or later I'll solve this problem, rather later. Although right now I don't really need angel. The fact that I have archers, that's quite good at keep on purchasing archers. So it seems logical that given that I have a lot of castle units, that I specialize towards castle. And given that castle works quite well with tower, and actually I have the mage tower that I forgot to build not too long ago, and level up to level 4. Given that these units are starting, maybe if I check that they are strong enough, then I could go in this direction. But right now it doesn't seem like it, because from a collection point of view they are quite far from what I need. They are very, very far. So castle stays as the main one, and I need the dendroid because of the rampart. You see, rampart dendroid. And dendroid is collected quite well. I'm just missing the green dragon and the druid. So But I don't really need the druid because I already have enough range units. So castle rampart could be the way to go, but then I would miss out on the conflux units. Because in conflux I'm not doing that well. I have the first 4 units, fine, but only the psychic elemental is the one that I have. You know, with VIP0 you get a harder time to get a firebird. That's the issue. So with conflux, the psychic elemental will stick around for a while, but I think I'm gonna eliminate him from the main formation. Inferno wise, the only thing is that I have a Pit Fiend and a Demon is 9th, so I could expand in this direction, but once again I would only dare do this if I have a Devil and or Nightmare. Rather Devil. I would love to have a Devil, but it's quite far. And Stronghold, once again, it's like mainly orcs are the reasons. But Stronghold is quite well developed, you see, with the Stronghold and Berserker. So Castle and Stronghold don't fit together that well. At the same time, I'm quite tempted to increase Castle and Stronghold, but then the problem is that Dendroid and Rampart, you know, they are quite strong. The reason why I would go for a temporarily, so for a month or so, for Castle Stronghold if I got a Behemoth as well. Because that's a good defense unit, actually a better defense unit than the Castle counterpart. So that's the current idea. That's how we are building things. And this power is not bad, not especially good either. Now, if we get back to the leaderboard, and I'm gonna show you like what is going on in that leaderboard. Obviously, number 1, we cannot do much with this player. They spend quite a lot, I guess. Just look at the formation. This Golden Dragon, although only 3 stars, I don't know why and how, but champion 3 stars. Light Dragon, Paladin, obviously Angel, because as number 1 they won and got quite a lot of these units already in 5 stars. Monk, I don't know why, and obviously Judicator 4 stars, and there is this Final Battle Angel. Now I missed out on the Final Battles Angel on purpose, and I waited 1 month, and this cost me quite a lot of resources actually, but I waited 1 month to see which units I'm gonna get from the higher level units. Because the issue is that it costs a lot more than what it should have cost me. And what happened was, if you see, not the missions, which haven't been completed, but rather the inventory. If you check out my inventory, you will see that I have these covenants. These Oracle Covenant. This gives us those units, like Final Battles Angel and Light Dragon and so on. Now, the issue with this covenant is that usually 1 covenant goes for like 1 unit token. But for Final Battles Angel, it's 1.5, because you need to spend 3 covenants for 2 units. And this extra is only gonna be temporary, not permanent. Only temporary. So for this reason, I will check out what this unit does. I can play with them quite easily. I can show you how I can play with many of these units. You go to the guild, or not guild, this campaign, and actually I cannot show you anymore because I've completed the campaign and I cannot reset it anymore. But I can play with other people's heroes, and I've tried out Final Battles Angel, I've tried out quite many other units as well, and I checked out their stats and so on. So I can see in which direction to go, but right now I'm quite undecided, and I'll check out how the game goes, and I'll also check what my opponents do. So VIP wise, this is definitely a high spender. Mr. Pete, I don't know. If you check possibly some VIP level. Now this formation VIP1, very good job from him. So this means that is not far ahead of me in a sense of opportunities. Just VIP1, you know, you pay $1 and in that case you can reach number 3 already in this server. So I would think that that this player, Heavy Ali, is a better player than me currently, slightly better. This may change, but it's you see basically the VIP1 absolutely respectable. Now Muffa Joan, let's see, number 4, VIP3, as expected, and obviously you have these units already. You could have gotten these units. And the reason why I haven't had any commander yet is that strategically I was spending in other areas, and I'll show you where I spent more. Artifacts. I'm number 5 in terms of artifacts. Look at this. So my normal place would be 11, 10 to 11. It's not a big change, 304 to 351, but oftentimes I went to the astrologer, here it is, and I spent 880 diamonds for 5 divines. Why? Simply because once you spend 880 diamonds in the mission, you're gonna get 30 essences. So now I haven't even spent 300 diamonds. Maybe I can spend 300 diamonds on something and then you would see 30 essences. And I kept on collecting these essences, so I have quite a lot of reserves. Let's go to the marketplace. And in the meantime, you see that I do my usual purchase. So whatever can be had for gold, I'm buying. Now, if I go to the artifacts, you see that currently I have 2,769 essences. That's quite a lot. I've been collecting this from right from the start. And now we have the dragon scale armor that I could actually purchase today. So if you check it out, Holy Dragon, Power of the Dragon Father. I could get it. Now I'm tempted to buy it already now, but obviously I have to do some research whether I want this one or another one, because I cannot purchase everything all at once. So I need to go a certain path, and I get these items like once, maybe 1.5 times a month. So that's the current idea, and this will bring me back to top 10 artifact wise. So you see, I've been hoarding this and I've been spending in the astrologer, and this helped me quite a lot to advance in the regular story, for example, in the world. Now this it's quite a lot of accomplishment. And look at this, I have quite a lot of reserves as well that I haven't played. 60 tokens, right here, 60 selection tokens. Now if I use them, I can choose which unit to get, including Judicator that I missed out on, including Troll, including Ice Demon, including Evil Sources, Ragnan Seer, Dragon Golem. I'm tempted to get Dragon Golem obviously, but for that I would need more tower units. But the beauty is that I don't have to decide right now. I don't have to decide which one to use. And 60 tokens, I need to buy 20 more, and then I have a 3-star commander unit. Here as well, champion units. Let's see, same thing. I have this in reserve. And I have these champions as an option. Obviously I research this. By the way, I have Judicator and I have Sister on another server. And I built a castle-only formation with a Dendroid that is awakened. So that's my main server. But you see, we have these options. I have 20 of these. I will collect more. So these are reserves. These are coming sometime in the near future. And other reserves are these 40 soulstone selection chests. That will come later as well. And I haven't started collecting treasure hunt permits. you will need a lot of treasure hunt permits one day, like 600 of them or so. But you see, I'm quite well off. By the way, these types of chests, Life Union limited edition pack, you can just use them, I think, all of them. It's not a big deal. Oh no, actually you don't, because here this is something that requires planning. But there are some other chests that you can use. Not weapons, because weapons I want to keep the optionality of which one to choose. But for example, there is a pack, and it might happen that I don't have it anymore, that gives you, for example, rampart units, for example, fortress units, but just basic units. I usually hoard these packs, these chests. And the reason why I hoard them is that I only unlock them during events. So these dragon chests that I just got, obviously you can just get them, you just get basic resources. But many of the things are worth hoarding, because these things are gonna unlock missions. So if you go to events, here are events, then you see what kind of missions there are, and I keep on hoarding these resources as long as I don't like badly need any of these tokens. And right now I don't need any of these soul stones, for example, or weapons. There are not even weapons right now. But today there is a guild party, and in this guild party, for example, you can send reward packs in exchange for these rewards. You can donate 5 times in the guild, or 10 times. That's something I'm still yet to do. And you can also donate diamonds 5 times, for instance, in the guild. If you want, what is this, energy, medium energy. So obviously I save for these events to unlock these rewards. I keep on saving even unit chests whenever possible. I think there was a fortress, but in a fortress week I basically used up all my chests, that's why I cannot demo this. And in events, I do my best to claim these energy, because energy implies that I can level up faster. Now, don't get me wrong, this leveling up is not life and death. It's only important until like level 50, 60, 70 or so, because the best player on the server is like level 64. Most people are at 60, including the spenders. 60, 61, 59, 57, even 57 you see, and so on. So for example, this unit that is just ahead of me has two VIP levels ahead of me, yet they cannot use that extra energy, and I think how much? I think they get 240 energy extra a day. And yet I have like an advantage of 3 VIP levels. And I'm quite close to the next VIP level, 61. So you see that there are quite a lot of options, even as a VIP0 player. And you know what's interesting as well? As the levels go up and up and up, and this is a 1 month old account. So about a 1 month old, 29 days old, and I haven't even finished day 29. So as the levels go up, you need more and more points to level up. What does this mean? At infinity, you are all on the same level, because there is a level cap, I think 110. But even at around level 100, I think I'm gonna catch up with others, whatever the spending rate. And also at infinity, you will have spent everything to get the best possible formation. So let's say in 5 years, in 10 years, in whenever. So this means that in theory a VIP0 can be just as good as a VIP10 if they make the right choices. The question is the choices, because you have to make informed choices. And the fact is that even though I have a lot less resources than a VIP15, for example, right now, I'm doing my best to make informed choices in the future, and this way I can save tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of diamonds. And talking about saving diamonds, here is like 43.95k diamonds. Why am I saving? And in fact, you see that I haven't spent hardly any diamonds. The reason why I haven't spent any diamonds basically, or just 60 or so, and I will spend the 300 for XP level up, but that's another story. I've kept spending around 300. So the reason is that when there are these Covenants events, I calculated that to do 10 spins in those Covenants events, I'll make another video in there, to get the commander units, to get the champion units, I will have to spin approximately 200 times, and those 200 spins will cost me 54,000 diamonds. Because if I spin 210 times in total with I think 7 free events, 3 options, then about 54,000 diamonds or 5,600, 700 diamonds exactly will maximize my Covenant per diamond ratio. So I get the maximum number of Covenants per unit diamond, because at the 210 spin you're gonna get 50 Covenants extra. And obviously in case of these deals your job is to max things out. And this is why when the new features of the game are unlocked, oftentimes you just ignore those new features and take the hit in terms of ranking. You just settle for the free-to-play options. Because, for example, it is very tempting to go in the marketplace and buy these divination vouchers. There are better places to buy divination vouchers, by the way, but it's very tempting to buy like 5. But as soon as you calculate that you need approximately 600 divination vouchers in total to complete one event and maximize the resources per unit diamond spent, then you figure out that it's like an adventure that's gonna happen in half a year, 1 year. Not today at all. So this is a patience and planning game, because the big decisions are gonna save a lot of diamonds or cost a lot of diamonds. Let's see the guild. I'm very proud of this guild. We're number 2 in total. Obviously the top 8, top 9 players are in the same guild because they want the strongest power. But look at the guild technology. Okay, I don't have any donations left today, but we just need 80 donations to max it out. Just 80. Usually I keep some donations left. And by the way, we're gonna get to 5,000. This is out of question. We're gonna get to 5,000. I usually leave like 5, 8 or 10, whatever number of donations till the very end to ensure that we get the 5,000. But today I know for a fact that we're gonna get the 5,000 max out. Why? Because we have this event. And people donate left and right, they even donate diamonds. This is why we have like quite a lot more donations. And we're maxing things out every single day. So the guild party, there you go. Donate tokens, donate whatever, diamonds. People see this and they want the energy. So they donate like 5 times 20 diamonds, whatever. And then with that they max out this option. And talking about the guild, even though we're not the strongest, we're the second best guild in terms of power. Not in terms of dragons, because there this bastion of the guild is better. I cannot read Cyrillic, I just checked out what these letters mean. And obviously if you read it letter by letter, C is S, the inverted N is I, that's something I even knew from before, the H is N. Interesting, right? But this is how you read it. So this Bastion guild is they have some strong paid units, and they rank sometimes better. But we're gonna figure the game out sooner or later. And even though we're missing out on a couple of hundred diamonds here and there, it's not a big deal. And you see that there are quite a lot of features unlocked already. So let's see how we're doing in terms of artifacts and level ups. So I have quite a lot of artifacts, so near the top. These green artifacts are obviously not a big deal, so 15, 14, 11. And what you need to see is this is the most important artifact, this well, because of mana regeneration and the opponent's mana regeneration decrease. And obviously I'm doing my best to rank these up. So these are fully upgraded. Ranked up to 2 stars, ranked up to, yeah, 2 stars only, unfortunately. But it's gonna get there for 3 stars, 4 stars. And you see that I have a couple of purple ones. And obviously, this item is there as well, this Titan's Thunder, because it was easy to collect it. But then, as we continue, the decision that I have to make is that there is this dragon artifact that is not yet there. Power of the Dragon Father, that's it. It has 6 components. And whether to get that first component, I think it was either this one or this one. We have to see it in the store. Let's see the artifact store. Yeah, it's the chest plate. So the scale armor. So we have to see exactly what kind of skills it increases. But as far as my research goes, this used to be a really good artifact 3+ years ago, but today the dragon that is summoned, because this must be summoning a dragon, it just dies fast. So magic damage, knowledge, intelligence, it's not that important for us. Defense, attack, it's kind of important. Health, attack, and attack increase. This is just the basics that we have all together in the total power. But how this fares with the dragon itself, that's another question, because right now we cannot see the specific settings on these different pieces. That's the problem. You have to own it to understand what it does. But here you have this 20 seconds after battle begins, summons one level 1 baby azure dragon. But this baby azure dragon dies quite fast, unfortunately. So whether I'm gonna get it or not, that's another question. Because it might happen that I'll go for another artifact instead, and I spend my hard-earned essences elsewhere. So you have quite a few other options as well that have been added below that that item. And most people take this dragon artifact because they haven't really made their research. Now I heard that one day I have to choose between the Sword of Frost and Armageddon's Blade, and this might be one of the choices that go before this dragon artifact. Just saying about planning, like what I'm planning exactly. In the other account I haven't even made this choice, and I'm so many months ahead because I didn't save that well. Now I'm saving quite well. So you see, these are the choices that you can make, and then you can really enjoy the game itself as well. Now, if you go here, you see that Kingdom Championship is already there. The mercenary camp is maxed out, obviously. How do you deal with it? So this is a new feature. Obviously you can claim all the resources. I usually not claim it here, but through the assistant, because it takes more clicks and more time to claim them all, right? But so you collect these items, and I show you how I assign the team. So my primary objective is to level up the mercenary camp as much as possible, to unlock obviously more missions, and more missions imply more of these dragon stones and dragon blood and whatever else. So you click start mission. So right now, quick start, so far so good, 100%. You always go for 100%. Quick deploy, 100% good. So this one, not sure if, yeah, there you go, 99%. So the first thing I do is I check if you have 20% here. No, you don't. It's only 19%. So what do? I'll skip this mission for now, and I'll go for the next mission. So let's see, 100% fine, because there are specific heroes that rank better in different missions. So I ensure that I get my 100% everywhere. I could have chosen Crack Hack, by the way, for this mission. And now I check which of the heroes are left, and I need 20%. I can choose whichever hero I want. Dispatch limit. Oh yeah, because I have to cancel the unit and I have to deploy. Yeah, confirm. It could have been done better user interface wise. And this is fine, and you can start the mission. Chances are though that sometimes you don't get the 100%. If you cannot get the 100%, then you just decrease the difficulty and you will get the 100% sooner or later, even with significantly worse heroes. You need to have at least 20% on the heroes part, and you need to have at least 80% on the units part. Even if you have like 200% in the units part, which is quite oxymoron, but it's possible. Even then, a hero has to be at 20%. So it pays off leveling up the hero. So start mission, there you go. Because if you are at 100%, then you get 100 XP. If you are at 99%, you get the resources, but you don't get the XP. Very important, always collect the XP, without exception. Then there is this endless inferno. Obviously, when you cannot advance, and right now I cannot advance further than level 52, you have quite a few options to make. So right now I'm 15th and I'm at level 51. It's not that bright. I could have done a lot better, by the way, here as well. In this case, I cannot do the quick battle, and I need to check if it's a formation problem or it's a different type of problem. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of maneuverability, because the issue is that here are the opponents, and they have some units for which I would need like awakened units or commanders or significantly better units, obviously. And I don't have chargers. That's the big problem. I don't have chargers to go for the back row that are strong enough. I could replace some of my units with chargers, but they are a lot weaker than my units. I have some maneuverability between like changing the main units that should have been like 3 stars by now, by the way, so that was something I've been ignoring a bit. So I could have maneuvered with this, but I see right now that I don't have much of a room to play. So I will need to wait until this resets, and then maybe I select, maybe I get better buffs and move ahead. And also in the guild I can level up Endless Inferno more, because I get some percentages extra. Where is it? So guild and guild miracle. Do this every single day. Right now I'm balanced, and the reason why I'm balanced is that I want to unlock these skills, and you need +4 in all to unlock these skills. But as soon as I get more of these purple cubes, I have 571 out of them, then I'm gonna go for Endless Inferno more. But for now I'm fine. So you see, right now that's where we are in the game, and the next logical step is to save 50 something thousand diamonds in total for the next Covenant event. So I'll ensure that once the Covenant event comes, so once again, for newcomers it's this one, Oracle Covenant, I will have ammunition to deploy everything and get the 210 spins or whatever they are. And once those 210 spins are collected, then I get the Covenants. You can imagine it's some kind of an event where very much like this one, that you have some events and you spin, and after 210 spins in total, so here you have 100 spins and you get extra stuff, like for example this price of loyalty thing. But obviously to get 100 spins, how much does it cost? You can see 20 times 1000 diamonds. So 20,000 in total. Is it worth it or is it not worth it? I would say rather not. Same thing here. So 20,000 diamonds so that you can a guaranteed reward here and another reward here and another reward here is not worth it in my opinion currently, because I have better things to save for. So that's the next logical step, to get a good commander and a good champion. And once we get these, focus on one and level one of them up to 6 stars. It will be a long way, but leveling them up is important, otherwise they are not gonna be that strong. So this was the update on the account on day 29. And I'm not gonna go through the missions themselves because there are still some missions to complete. And we will see how things evolve in the future. I'm assuming that I'm gonna keep the guild in position 2 for a while, and then we'll see how the top players quit and when the top players quit or slack off. That's gonna be an interesting update. Alright, see you in the next video.